Hi, and whoa, welcome to Day with Ray, with me, Ray. It's like the light is shining on me. So today I did it. Friday will be my first day. What am I talking about? Ta-da! I joined Planet Fitness and I'm gonna get my fitness on. Okay, this is like really bothering me. Hold on, ready? Okay, that's a little better. So me and my girlfriend and her daughter, we all went to Planet Fitness this morning. We're gonna go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays just to start out until whatever. I'm really excited because I'm ready to get this weight off. If you've never been as heavy as I am, I'll tell you now. I'm around 350. The highest I've ever been was 300. I have a lot more work to do. I've never wanted to be over 300 pounds, but like I said, with this 60-pound weight gain, it's ridiculous. So anyway, and I get scared, like at nighttime, like I get scared that my heart is just going to say, you know what, I can't. Because I carry all my weight in my front. It's like my back and my front, and I think I've said this before. Like, I feel like my body type is like so weird. I feel like a double scooped ice cream cone that someone just took a big old lick up the back. like when I look at my shadow, like I just stand there and I look like somebody just licked me right up the back, like I'm an ice cream cone. So I feel like I have like the weirdest body shape for a fat person. Like I just feel like I just have the most bizarre shape. And because there's some beautiful plus size women. And, they're nice and thin at the top, but then, they got the gadunk thighs and the butt and stuff like that. And they look gorgeous. Me, I'm just like, like, everywhere. So, anyway, get this going. I need to look on my calendar. They gave me a calendar. I want to talk to a fitness trainer. Because she's like, if there's health issues involved, and I said, yes, I have health issues. So she's like, okay. So she's like, it'll be like an hour session, but she said, you get your workout plan. Cause I don't know how to freaking work out. I mean, I do, like, I know how to use the equipment, but, I don't know, like, what to do, like, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to get that and I'm going to stick to it. I've already been doing my changes at home. In the morning, I drink a hot cup of water or warm with my lemon, my apple cider vinegar, and my honey. And I also drink, these are actually the cups I've been using. And it's 32 ounces. So I've been using these cups. It used to be like one of those, you got the lid and then the straw, but I think my son stepped on the straw and cracked it, and then I don't know where the hell the lid went. But yeah, so this is 32 ounces. I've been drinking like 4 or 5 of these a day. Like, and I mean, I fill it up to the top. So, there's actually some water still in there, but, I've been drinking those, and, I haven't even made my tea, but if I will, I might have a cup of hot tea with no sugar. So, and I'm not really eating that much. Like in the morning, I have 2 hard-boiled eggs, a banana, and maybe some turkey sausage, because I don't really actually like pork sausage. I like turkey sausage better. And that's about it. And then like for lunch, whatever we have in house is really what it is. Because like I said before, I don't drive, so it is what it is what we have in house. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to focus on it, and because I need to get this weight off. It's just, I'm not happy. Like I said, I'm scared. I not only do I have to do this for me and my son, but I feel I have to do it for my son. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'll take you guys on the journey with me. I'll vlog. If you want me to vlog at Planet Fitness, I can try. I don't know how weird I look. Maybe I should just get a selfie stick. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah. So anyway, moving on from that, I'll keep you guys updated, everything. So, because I was actually thinking, my girlfriend, she actually started her um, liquid type diet. She's doing 2 protein shakes, one for breakfast, one for lunch, and she's doing like a light dinner, and she's doing fairly well with that. So that's good. I'm proud of her. And because I was actually considering doing a liquid diet, but with my vitamin deficiency, I don't know. So, because I did do a liquid diet and like for 2 weeks after I had my pancreas attack, and I lost like 12 pounds in 2 weeks just doing that. I still have not got my medicine from my doctor. My doctor did prescribe me some medicine, but I never got it filled. So, so yeah. Anyway, we did stop at, next to the Planet Fitness is a Big Lots. Now, I don't know if you guys have Big Lots where you guys are. Big Lots used to be me and my mom's jam. Growing up, they had the best decorative stuff, and it were fairly cheap. They would have like little pieces of furniture, little decorative stuff, but they had the best stuff when I was growing up. It was me and my mom's favorite place to go. I mean, half of our decorations between, and I don't mean to sound racist or prejudiced, but we call them the chinky shops, which are the Chinese-owned dollar stores, which is very probably racist, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but those were our favorite stores to hit up. We would hit up Big Lots and the chinky stores, and we would get all of our gorgeous decorations, gorgeous. And, because my mom always used to get compliments, like, not just for Christmas, but for spring, like her outdoor decorations, we always hit that place up. So, we went there today. And I have to say, I haven't been there in years, mind you. I haven't been to Big Lots in a long, like, many, many, many years. So we went there. I was very disappointed. And I was sad because it seems like the prices that they had were, like, way too expensive. And they never used to be like that. We used to get bargains there. And I just was like, wow. Like, this is, like, they did have some, like, little dollar stuff or whatever, but it wasn't all that. So, the only thing I actually ended up getting at Big Lots was, I got, this Christmas, which, because I don't actually have these sprinkles, and, I think I ran out of those. And then, of course, the sugars I have. And then I like these little balls, which I can actually use the red ones for Valentine's Day. Put them on something. And they were like 90% off. So I actually only paid, these were only 60 cents. That's all I paid for them. And then this was $3. And they're Skittles. So, just a box of Skittles, a pack for each kid. So, I don't know. I just didn't want to charge 60 cents, so I just grabbed them. I said, well, that's all the candy they're going to get. So, we went to the Dollar Tree, and I wasn't going to do this haul today because I am going to the Dollar Tree tomorrow because my son has his doctor's appointment. Don't even get me started on it. That will probably be a rant tomorrow, let me tell you. So, I really didn't get much, to be honest. This is like, I did get like packing tape because I do have like a couple Etsy orders that I have to fill. I got, me and my son, they had for Easter, they had this, because they already had their Easter stuff, but for Halloween they had like the ceramics, and I totally forgot to paint them with my son. So I'm going to have to put these out so I know where they are so me and my son can paint these for Easter. So I got 2 of them, one for me and one for him, and I figured we'll sit down one day and paint them, and we'll hang them up somewhere. Maybe I'll do my Easter tree or something. So I got those. You know me and my scarves. I love these little scarves. They had this little plaid green shamrock scarf, which I thought was really cute. And they had these. I've never seen these before, but these are little shamrock lights. They're only 10 little lights. Oh, they're battery operated? I thought you plugged them in. Oh well. But they're little LED lights, and so I'm like, you know what? I might put them in the window. Because you guys know I like to decorate my window. My bay window. I said, if not, I might just put them in like the little window. The 2 windows. Actually right there. So. And the rest of the stuff really is, now this, because this Dollar Tree is a different Dollar Tree. And you know, like a lot of the Dollar Trees sell different things. Look at these little candles. If you know somebody, this candle smells amazing. Wait a minute, let me see if I can do it this way. Look at this. Look at this candle. Is this not, look at the lid. It actually has a hole. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's right there. Do you see the hole? Like, you can actually, like, it's like a little coffee. And it smells amazing. The smell of this candle. Oh my God, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, but it smells just like a hazelnut coffee or something. It's called, yeah, it says hazelnut coffee. I just noticed that. It says Candle Cafe. And it's even got what I like about it. Look, it's even got like the decaf and the mild and all that on there. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can focus in on it. That I just think it is so cute. I think it's adorable. So yeah, I got that. It was $1, but these would make a good gifts. Like if you're doing like a little coffee basket or something, throw one of these in it. Of course, try not to say So for the kids for Valentine's Day, I got these little treat bags. There's 25 in there. I need to get some ribbon, but I think I still have some Christmas ribbon. So I got those to put all their little goodies in, because I'm not doing a big old thing. And I also got 2 of these. Did I get 2 of these? Oh no, I got 1 of each. So I got this, they're the little sticker boxes. I hope that the other Dollar Tree that I'm going to tomorrow has the puzzles. Remember I got the puzzles for Christmas? I'm kind of hoping they have the puzzles. But these just say Bear Hugs, Be Mine, and Happy Valentine's Day. So they're like the girly ones. I feel like these are more for boys. It just says Monster Crush, You're Scary Cool, and I Heart You. And there's like an eyeball. But these are more for like the boys, I feel like. That's what I just thought. So, then they had the stamps. So, they have like a car, a heart, a cat. Oh, there's 2 different kinds of hearts. So, I got the little stampers. Because me and my girlfriend, we were just talking about that. Like, Valentine's Day is really for girls. It's not really for boys. Because they don't really have, like, boy stuff. And when I do stuff, I try to get things that are for both the boys and the girls. So, these I got for me. I'm going to put these in my jewelry bags. So if I have a show February 4th. So it's another handbag bingo. So I'm going to put these in my bag. When people buy jewelry, I'm going to put their stuff in here. So I'll put that over there. And then I found these cute little notepads. So I got 2 different kinds. I got these ones are like little pink metallic-y heart ones. And then I just got the plain red hearts because I figured the boys, they could use those. And last but not least, I think these are just bracelets. I think they're like the rubber bracelets, but they come in red and pink. So I gotta see what Walmart has, because Walmart actually has some pretty decent Valentine's Day stuff, like little treat and favors, because I am going to Walmart tomorrow too, because I need groceries. Groceries would be good, because we are low on groceries. So that was it. Just a really small haul. I didn't really get much. Like I said, I got my tape. I got my packing tape. But they didn't have the rolls like the other dollar store has. So I'm going to grab the other ones there and grab. Plus, that store, we were only in there for like, I literally was like basically at the front of the store, and I just ran and grabbed this. And this was towards the front of the store, because it was a mess. Now, this particular Dollar Tree is always a damn mess. Like, it is just trashed all the time. And it's ridiculous. Personally, I feel it's ridiculous. But, so yeah. We were just like, yeah, we're not staying here. I'm not going anywhere else. I said I'm going to the Dollar Tree tomorrow and get the rest of my stuff on my list from the other one. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's that. One thing, so tomorrow, even though I want to go to the gym, I got to take my son to the doctor's tomorrow. Here we go with the rant. And I'm sure I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. So basically, to make a long story short, since October, my son's teacher has been saying that my son has has attention issues. Oh, he has attention. He can't sit still. He can't do that. Okay. Whatever. But anytime something happens involving him, it seems like sun. The sun! The sun! Do you see the sun? Do you see how much brighter it got? Oh, Lord and Lady, the sun. Oh, don't take it away. If I can't have snow, just give me the sun. Anyway, I got a little excited there. So anytime my son does something, it's a big deal. Like, it is a big whole fucking ordeal. There will be language because I am very, I'm just so over this whole thing. So I remember the one day she called me. She was saying my son beat up somebody in the bathroom, and my son's like, we were just playing, and he didn't understand why he got in trouble, and this and that. But she's like, called me. She had me so upset. I think I might even vlogged about that. I don't know. And then, so my son also has a bully. It's been starting since October. He has a bully. And this bully's been picking on him. She's also had my son isolated in the classroom. Like, she had him sitting by himself at the back of the class because I was volunteering and going there. And my son was in the back of the class. He wasn't a part of the group. He wasn't allowed to sit on the carpet with the rest of the class. He had to sit at the desk behind the kids at the carpet. And I felt that this was not right. And since November, I have not been asked to come back and volunteer, which is a little funny to me. Because I have asked in emails, and I said, oh, is there any time you need me to come in this month? She totally avoids the question. So, one day, she called me. And she's like, I'm really concerned about Brayden and his attention. I really feel that he needs to get checked out. She's like, he's falling behind. He's failing math. He's failing this. He's doing this. He's doing that. But yet, just at our IEP meeting at the beginning of this month, he's gone up two reading levels. He's like one of the best readers in the class. He does great in math, which I know he's struggling with subtraction. He can do them separately, but once you mix them up, everything's addition. And I know he struggles with word problems. I get that. I've been working with him on that at home. And so, she's like, oh, he's failing and he's doing this and he's doing that. And she's just like, we really need to revisit the doctor. We need to talk to the doctor. She's like, now, before I even say what she says, this is totally overstepping the boundaries. She says, I can call his doctor for you if you want. She says, I can call his doctor. I can email him. She's like, I can talk to your doctor about Brayden's attention in class. I'm like, that's not, and I personally feel like, don't get me wrong, I like his teacher, but I feel, I don't know how I feel. I don't know if she's, attacking him. I don't know if she just doesn't like him, because she's, super nice with me. I try to make the teacher's job as easy as possible with my son. My son's not perfect. Not every kid is perfect. I get that. But, I try to help her. I know how, it's hard being a teacher these days. So I try to do what I can to make her, with my son, a little bit easier. But like I said, everything was just is this, and I really feel that there's something wrong with his attention and this and that and blah, 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 blah. So I got upset because she wanted to call his doctor, and I'm like, no, you can't just call his doctor, and I'm like, no. So my husband, he actually got pissed off because she had said he probably needs some kind of medication. And that's what she said. She's like, maybe, she's like, we need to revisit. She's like, he possibly might need some medication. And the other thing she had said, because I told her, I said, my son's always, when he was an infant, he has not slept. He used to take 3 15-minute naps a day. That is no bullshit. My hand to whoever's up there, I am not lying. 3 15-minute naps a day. That was it. He has had sleeping issues since he was born. Since he was born, he's had sleeping issues. And I had told her that. I said, my son has sleeping issues. She's like, oh, well, maybe you should start giving him some sleepy time tea at night. She says, maybe give him some Benadryl, this or that. Okay, again, overstepping the boundaries. You are not a pharmacist. You are not my son's doctor. You cannot tell me to give my son medication. You don't know. And I told her, I said, well, you know what? His doctor already is aware of this situation. He suggested Benadryl. But Benadryl does not work for my son because giving my son Benadryl, he has the adverse effect. Of course, my son would. Giving my son Benadryl was like giving him a doctor or a Mountain Dew and a pack of Pixie Sticks. He is up and around. I will never do it again. I gave him Benadryl one night. He was up till 3 o'clock in the morning bouncing off the fucking walls. Never do it again. And So anyway, so we had his emergency team meeting. Well, it wasn't, this is the thing. She tried to write on the papers that she called the meeting. It wasn't, it was time for his IEP because he gets speech because of his hearing issues. I think I've told you guys he didn't start talking till he was 3. He had surgery on his ears. He had not permanent tubes, but he had yearly tubes put in his ears because he couldn't hear properly. For the first 3 years of his life, he talked as how he heard. He made up his own way of talking. And although he could, he heard everything underwater, basically. So he had these issues. And he would act out, because of these issues. When we got his tubes put in, totally different kid. He got speech because then they had to retrain him to talk. He's gotten so much better with speech. All he has to do is keep working on one letter. There's like one, I forget, I don't have his IEP near me, but it's one blending sound that he's still kind of having problems with. So she's still working on him with it. So he still gets speech once a week and that's it. And it's not even that long. So, but it was his IEP review. And I know it was his review because it was the same time last year because it's right around his kindergarten teacher's birthday, which was like at the beginning of January. So it was up for review. This time when we had his IEP meeting, it was her, the school psychologist, the guidance counselor, the speech teacher, and the assistant principal plus me. And the school psychologist was like asking me all these questions and the guidance counselor. And I'm like, and then the other thing that kind of pissed me off is that, so his teacher was like, she's like, I think I might recommend your son getting OT for his handwriting. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with his handwriting. She's like, well, I can't read it. And then she would always complain that he's not getting his classwork done fast enough. So it's like, okay. And I even brought this up in the team meeting. I said, she's like, well, I wanted him to get OT, but then she flipped the script. She's like, for his handwriting, but I found that it's inconsistent. And I told her, I said, yes. I said, because my son, and I was like, I said, he has to get his work done in a time limit. I said, he's told me that there's a timer. I said, so you want, you want him to get the work done. So he rushes to do it. So he writes everything really fast because if he takes his time and writes it, then he doesn't get his work done. So it's like, and then like the psychologist was like, well, can he read it back to you? She said, oh yeah. And the psychologist was like, oh, okay, good. That's fine. And, so yeah, there was that. And I was just like, okay, I had to make sure I point that out because I was like, you know what what do you want? Have him read it to you, have him get the work done, or complain and give him bad grades because he can't get the work done. When he does his homework at home and I don't pressure him, and if he has like extra work to make up from being out or something, he writes fine. It's it's fine writing. I can read everything. And I ask him, and I'm like, Brayden, why can't you write this like this in school? Because we have to rush. We have to get everything done. So it's like, okay, which way do you want it? You know? So there's that. So then she's like, talking about how he's not maliciously touching the kids, but it's like a whole attention thing and this and that. I said, okay, and this is the other thing I told the school, and this is the same shit I'm going to tell as the goddamn doctor. We don't go anywhere. I'm in the house mostly all the time, except for when I go out shopping. We don't do anything. We don't really have any, like, I have quite a few very close friends, but he doesn't go to friends' houses. He doesn't have that social interaction with kids. Sure, we go up to the fire department, but who's all there? It's all adults. It's all adults. He's always like we're always the one with like the kid, and he doesn't, it's not that he don't get along. I'm like, he has a couple little friends, but he's always the oldest one. Like I said before, all my girlfriends, they all have girls. I'm the only one with a boy. And, so I had brought that up in the meeting. Like, look, he doesn't have a lot of that social interaction. So when he gets to school, he probably is like, he wants to play and do this. And they're like, oh, well, why don't you enroll him and do sports and do this? I'm like, are you going to pay for it? I'm like, I don't mean to be rude, and I don't mean in an ignorant way. Do you have the money for it? Can you come pick him up and take him? Because I can't. His father works. So who's going to do it? So that's that whole hulupa, and they made notes. And then we had to take this test, this questionnaire, and I had to fill it, and then the school had to fill it. But I feel like they want something wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with my kid. Sure, and you know what? And you know what? Even if he does have ADHD, I'm not giving him medication for it because I feel that's the first thing everybody wants their parents, the parents to do, because they don't want to deal with it in class. They don't want to deal with the behaviors and stuff like that. And me and my husband were researching ADHD. I was looking on sites and he was looking on sites, and he found this one site on an ADHD site, like I don't know what it was, some kind of medical site. And I found it on WebMD also, but it was worded differently. Basically, what it said was a child who has any kind of hearing, speech, vision, and something else, any type of those issues, they have a tendency of acting out. And they can be confused with a child with ADHD issues. And I said they should, and my husband was like, they should know that. Plus, there's a possibility they won't text him or test him for dyslexia right now because they said you can't test him till he's 9. And he's like, oh, but he's reading so good in his numbers. I said, dyslexia just is not about that. It's also behavior issues. My dad's dyslexic. My husband's a little dyslexic. So it runs, he could have dyslexia, but they won't test him until he's 9. So, which is fine. That's fine. Whatever. But yeah, so, and it's like I said, it's not about the reading. It's just different ways that kids learn and shit like that. So and my friend, one of my best friends, her husband is dyslexic or not dyslexic, sorry, had ADHD growing up. I think he was put on medicines, and he said, do not put your kid on medicine. He's just going to be a freaking zombie. He's like, don't do it. He says, I would never put my kid through that. He said, do not put them on medicines. And like I said, I feel like that's so quick. What the system wants you to do is just medicate. No, let the fucking kids be kids. And again, with this stupid Common Core bullshit, let the kids need to move. The kids need to burn their energy. 20 minutes for lunch and 20 minutes for recess is not enough. There's some kids who can handle it, and there's some kids who can't, because my son isn't the only one in that class who has these kinds of issues. And I'm sorry this video is so long, because I am just rambling along because I am just so aggravated. Plus, my son has this bully. This little kid's been picking on my kid, tell him to go fuck himself. First grade. first freaking grade is telling my kid to go fuck off, go fuck himself, fuck you. And he only does it at lunchtime when the teachers aren't around. And he gets jealous. There's this one little boy that him and my son are really good friends. Like they call each other their best friends. And even the little boy told me when I was volunteering, he's like, "Oh, Braden's my best friend." I said, "You know what? You're Braden's best friend too." So him and Braden always, do whatever. Now Braden got in trouble because apparently one day at snack, him and his friend were sitting next to each other, and the other little boy, the bully, got mad and he scooted Braden out of the way. Or when Braden got up to throw something away, he sat down in his seat and moved Braden's snack. Well, Braden got pissed and he got upset. And then apparently Braden told me he flipped him the bird, gave him the finger. So Braden tripped him and spit in his snack. And who knows what else had went on that day. Not that I'm condoning what my son did, but you can only take so much. My son got in so much trouble for that, which I understand it's very dangerous. But the guidance counselor didn't even know about the bully situation because when she called me about it, I filled her in on everything. And she's like, "You know what? You're a good mom because you know what's going on." So Thursday, I get a call from, excuse me, I get a call from my son's school. It's the crisis prevention guy. I know him. He's really cool. And he said, "Hey, the first thing I just want to tell you is your son's okay." And I'm like, "Well, that's never a good thing to start off." And he was like, "So-and-so," which is the kid's bully. He says, "Well, I can't tell you what his name is." He said he pushed Braden, and apparently he pushed him pretty good. And Braden fell and hit the back of his head on the table. I was like, "Oh, let me guess. It was so-and-so, his bully." And he said, yeah. He said apparently he was standing in line with another kid. He's like, "I can't say his name." I said, "Oh, I bet you it's this one," which is his friend. And he said, yeah, and apparently the bully wanted to stand next to him, so he got mad and he charged at Braden and pushed him. He pushed him so hard he flew back, and he had a nugget on the back of his head when he came home. We kept him up. My husband checked his dilation. He said it was a little slow, possibly had a small concussion. You don't know. We didn't know. He wouldn't keep ice or nothing on the back of his head, but who can? So we kept him up, and he went to bed late. I kept him home Friday. Oh, I told you guys that. But I kept him home Friday, and then Friday night into Saturday, his ear was hurting, and it's so weird because he gets these ear pains, and it's in the ear that the tube fell out, and it's just this horrid pain. I think I told you guys about that too, but I'm like repeating myself. But so this little bully kid situation is driving me crazy, and it's like all this stuff's going on because now all of a sudden, now that my son, she has put him back in with a group, he's doing great. He comes home on blue and greens all the day. Those are like the two good colors you can get. He hasn't come home on yellow, which is kind of day, in forever. He hasn't come home on those colors in forever. So what is the deal? So I am going to talk to his doctor tomorrow. I am sorry this is such a long video. Just had to vent. But I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day, of what the doctor said. And I'll just keep you guys informed and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's just very frustrating as a parent. And I know that sometimes teachers do pick on kids, and from me just working in the school system, I know how that works. And I really hope that that's not the case. I really don't feel that that's the case. I feel like she's genuinely concerned, but I feel that she wants something to be wrong with him. And I feel like she just wants him medicated because she has so much other stuff going on in the classroom. But I'm sorry, he's not getting medicated, and that's my choice as his parent. He's not getting medicated. Too many damn kids are medicated these days because even the parents don't want to deal with it. I'll take a temper tantrum. I won't take a zombie. I'm sorry. On that note, I am so sorry this video is so long. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon, and I will keep you guys updated on everything between my weight loss journey and my crazy son's journey and all this fun stuff. So remember, be kind, because you don't know what kind of battle somebody's going through, and so you just don't know what's going on. So be kind, and peace, love, and happiness, and all that good stuff. See y'all later. Bye. Have a good day.